right, so it's 7:36, so let's get started. I think we're missing, let me see. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4 people.
Wow.
Sharon and 3 of them are oh no, wait, hold on, I lied. We're missing 2 people, and one of them is Sharon, who was with us last year and last semester, and she had something, I can't remember what she said she had, but she could make the first class, which is fine since it's a review anyway. So how many of you are using a Siddur that you have at home? Okay, perfect. I'm going to get a copy of Lev Shalem. I'm actually going to order it when we get off the phone, so I have it. Sandra and Sarah and Sarah, are you using Siddurim, or are you using the link I sent you?
No, I printed it. I printed it today.
The link I sent you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So you're using the link I sent you, and Sarah, are you using it?
I have the link on my phone and I'm going to try to navigate, but in case I don't, I have a hard copy of the Koren Siddur.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have that in front of me, so I can't give you pages for that. But let's go to so if you're in
Sim Shalom.
if you're in the Sim Shalom that I sent you, is actually like what they will commonly refer to as Slim Shalom, because it's only the Shabbat stuff. So if we want to go in this, if you're on the one online, go to page 184. Okay. If you're in the Sim Shalom, the big one, the thick one,
That's what I have.
that, okay, then go to page 52. And in Lev Shalem, if you could find the mourner's Kaddish, which should be, it flanks a lot of the services.
Right,
Um,
right. Give me a
it's-
sec, I'll find it.
So yeah, take your time. We're not going to start until everybody's on the page and that sort of
You
thing.
want to go to the Mourner's Kaddish first?
Yeah, we're going to start with the mourner's Kaddish. I
Okay.
figure if we ended with the mourner's Kaddish, that would kind of be sad. So we're going to start with the mourner's Kaddish, and we'll go to better things as we go.
Okay.
So I figure we
So
do
I
the mourner's Kaddish, then the blessings for the Torah, and then we do Friday night Kiddush, because Friday night Kiddush could be a little difficult. Oh, there's Sharon. Beautiful.
Can you tell me, sorry, Lymor, what
Yeah.
pages did you say again, please? I'm on the line with the one you sent.
The one I sent is page 184.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So the
Hi,
hot
Sharon.
Kaddish won't do it.
Hi.
So really
everybody.
quickly, are you using a Siddur, or are you using the online link I sent you?
I have the
Using a
Siddur, but I
Siddur.
have Lev Shalem.
Lev Shalem. Okay, so you
have
and Gail
Lev
are gonna share the page numbers, and I'm gonna order it tonight, and I'll have it for next week.
Yeah, I have to find the Kaddish. I forgot.
I found one Kaddish on 46 on Sabbath evening, but it may not be the one you want.
There's Kaddish on
As
58.
long as it's a regular mourner's Kaddish and not the
Yeah.
Kaddish
We got it.
Rabbanah.
Thank
Okay.
It
you.
is 58 is Warner's
Thanks,
Kaddish.
Sharon. Thank you.
You're
58,
welcome.
did you say?
58
Claire.
is Lev
That's
Shalem.
in the Love Shalom.
Claire,
Oh,
what
okay.
Siddur are you in, Claire?
I have the Siddur Lev Shalem.
Okay, so that's page 58.
Okay, I got it. It's Kaddish Yatom.
No,
Yes.
Warner's Kaddish.
Yep, and and in Hebrew it's called Kaddish Yatom. Okay, so let's see. I'm just trying to think how we want to do this. How about okay, so tell me who feels comfortable with this.
I'll start. I can
You
start.
feel comfortable? All right, so why don't you do the first paragraph, the one before congregation and mourner, just where the mourners are, the first piece.
Starting with Yikadal.
Yes.
Yitkadal. Yitkadal B'Kadash Shemei Rabbah. V'yam Wait, I'm losing the place here, sorry. Biyam lach,
That, right, so let's do it this way.
let's start again.
Remember the syllables. So the bet itself is going to be one syllable because it has the schwa. The
Okay, let me,
next two letters, because it's a schwa after the next two letters, that's a syllable. And the
Okay.
last two letters are a syllable. So just do it syllable by syllable and then put it together.
Yitparach, Vayishkaba, Vayisrapar,
No. The fifth word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth word.
is Vayitnatse,
No, the fifth word on the first line. Yitkadal, v'yitkadash, shemei rabbah. What's the next word?
Vayitpar,
No,
Vayitraman.
no.
No, the very first, okay. This is why I don't like having a book, but okay. fine.
Okay, Yikadal, Vayikadash, Shemei Rabbah, Alma di Vara Hirute, Vilamlich Malchute, Vachayechon, Umechon,
Uv, take that one, take that, uv yomechon, take that one slower. Uv yomechon,
Umechon, Yomechon, Uvrache,
uv,
Uvchaye,
uh-huh,
No.
Dechol, Beit Yisrael, Ba'agal, Uvizman, Karim, Imru, Amen.
okay, good. So a couple of things I want to point out. So, Yitkadal v'yitkadash, be'alma divrach hirute ve'emlich malchute, b'chayechon, uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol. Do you see the kamat, what I call the kamat katan, where the ah vowel, the patach, makes an o sound? Do you see how that is in your sidur, right? In sidur lev shalem, I don't even know if, I mean, in sidur, in this sidur, you see how the stem of the plus is kind of not attached to the line. That is your indication in this sidur that it is a kamatz katan. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yes. Gail, show me the kamatz katan in Lev Shalem, if you can.
I don't know what that
So
is.
what you just said. if I
What
got it
word
right-
is it on? What word is it?
Hold on.
on?
It's on dechol.
Right, and the call, so you're saying it's either under the first or second letter
It's under the first letter, dechol,
the two
dechol
dots.
beit,
with the two
Right.
dots.
Whole bait.
dechol beit. Show me that
This
word.
way. Oh. Let's see if I can get you there.
I know it's hard.
I mean, I can read it, so I can do that. Easier than I can say it.
Right. Okay.
Right where my finger is, I think. I can't quite see it. Ah,
Right. I need it closer because I need to see what does it look like that under the chaf? What does that vowel look like?
It looks like an odd to me, but.
it's
here
like
it-
two dots under the D,
Under the duh,
the, and then
It's-
it's like a T under the cha, the C.
right.
That's the ma.
It's a kamatz katan. So that
Yes.
little plus vowel is called a kamatz. When that plus vowel that should normally say ah says oh, we call it a kamatz katan. But again, you don't have to know that term. You just have to know that there's a difference. So that's how you would know that word is dechol, not dechal. Right?
Okay.
Oh, it really looks the same, except it's a little longer. I mean, you could miss
So
that.
that
one
might be
reading
it. It might
along.
be longer or it might be bolded. Look up at the line before it where you have divra. That's a kamatz, and dechol is a kamatz katan. Do you see a difference?
It's bigger. It's bigger.
It's bigger.
Yeah,
Okay,
a
so
little
that's what
bigger.
it is. They make it a little bit bigger so that you know that it's a kamatz katan.
Yeah, it's definitely
Okay.
bigger.
Okay, good. Okay, who wants to do the next line, which is a smaller line? I'll ask for volunteers instead of what I normally go around the room because we're doing so much. Anybody want to do the next line, which is congregation and mourner, which is
I'll
just
do
a
it.
smaller line.
Yeah,
All right, Claire, good.
Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevora Leolam Ul Amay Omaya.
Right, Yehei Shema, right? Shema, because the Shema is at the beginning of the word, so we utter a little sound. Shema, Rabbah, Mevorach, Le'olam, again, all kamat katan, Ule'olmei, Al-Maya,
Omaya.
right?
Say the second to the last word again for me.
Ule'olmei.
Okay.
Now, in that last word, Al-Maya, do you see the little dot inside the yud?
Yes.
So what that dot inside the yud means is that they want you to put the pronunciation, the emphasis on that syllable. So that's why that word is Al-Maya, not
Omaya.
Al-Maya or Al-Maya, right? It's Al-Maya. Just, again, like we talked about last year, if you're trying to learn Hebrew to follow in the Siddur, you don't really need to know that. But if you want to do it so that you can then read Torah, then I want to be able to give you that note. Okay. The next sentence until the amen, the first amen is pretty long. Who wants to take a stab at that one?
I can try. I don't know if I'll get through it though.
All right. I mean, you as you see, I'll interrupt and help you. So go
Go
ahead.
for it. Yiparach Tabam.
Okay. So let's take that second word.
Ve.
Ve, right? It's
Yes.
ve, that's one syllable. Yeesh, where the shva is the second time. Tabach.
Yeah, I just
Okay, so
realized
now
that.
put it together.
V'yish tabak, v'yit fa'ar, v'yit romam, v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar, v'yit haleh, v'yit halal,
Le.
v'yit halel, shemay,
Al.
halal, shemay, kedish,
De. Take each syllable on that word.
de,
De.
dak, desha,
Okay, we're gonna do it together. De. Kud. Sha.
That kudsha, I don't know that. Those next, I'm not saying it right then.
It's okay.
Reet, who, la mean ko, bilchata, beshivrata, tashikata,
Do that one syllable. Tush.
tush,
Be.
tush behata,
Ata.
benachmata.
Okay, wait, we forgot one.
Uh-oh.
Mata.
Say it again.
Mata.
Benachmata, the amirach,
Ron, that's
Ron.
in Sophie, right?
the Miran, the Alma, Bimrun Amen.
Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. So here's what I want to show you on these. Some of these words are, it's very hard. Let me just back up a second. It's very hard to do this reading that we're doing right now when this is something that we're used to just flying through as we do it. And when we're saying Kaddish, we're saying it with so many other people in the room, it doesn't matter if we mispronounce, it doesn't matter, whatever. And if you're still comfortable doing that, that is 100% fine, right? I don't care. So, but it's just something that, next time, is there anyone saying Kaddish here on a regular basis now? Anybody just have
My dad died this summer.
okay, so you are still doing that.
Yeah.
So you may want to go through it, that sort of thing, so that you're for your 11 months that you're saying it, you're able to say it that, the way that you want to. So, but I'll just tell you, my husband doesn't speak Hebrew, he doesn't read Hebrew. And there are 2 words in the Kaddish, I can't remember which ones, he says wrong every time. And I cringe. And I say to him, do you want me to teach them to you the right way? He's like, no, this is the way I've said it. This is the way I said it when my parents died. So this is the way I want to say it. I'm like, okay, fine.
No,
So-
I actually have wanted to get the correct because they go through it so fast.
Right.
And my dad was 100 years and 10 months, so it was a good life, everybody.
Amazing.
Oh,
Just
my
to
goodness.
Let you know that. And he was
Amazing.
independent until the last week, so
Wow.
no complaints.
Wow,
So good.
Yeah, that's exactly what we say. Wow.
Right.
fantastic.
It will be helpful for me to have this
Good.
better.
Good. So I will definitely then record this for you guys so that you have it. And that way, Gail, you can listen to it and get those pronunciations right. But whenever you come up on a big word, just try to get it into syllables first and then read it through. And I, if I am reading Torah, if I am leading services at synagogue, what I'll do is, and if something's tripping me up, I'll say it 3 or 4 times and then go back to the beginning of the paragraph and say it just so I could smooth it out. Okay, great. Terry, how about the next sentence, which is till amen?
Vehe. Shalom. Shaloma.
Yep.
Shalom.
Elama. Mhm.
Shalama. Rabba. Min. Maya. Beat. Vehi. Vihayom.
V'chayim.
Vihayum. Aleinu. Bialkol Yisrael. Bimru. Amen.
Perfect. All right. Sandra, you want to take the last part, the last sentence?
I have difficulty because the print is too small.
Okay, so
So
we will
I
skip
have a
you.
magnifying glass.
Oh, okay. So do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
Osei shalom by Bimarum, amen. Bimarum, hu hasei shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, Barum, amen.
Ve'im ru amen. Perfect. Ve'im ru. There's no yud there. So it's, if you take just the vav is a syllable. So we say ve, the next 2 letters, im, ru. Right? So if we-
Ve'im ru, amen.
Perfect. Okay. All right. I'm going to tape this for you. You'll have it there. Gail, tell me, in your shul, do you do Kaddish de Rabbanan also?
We just changed rabbis and we're going to be changing again. So there's no.
The Kaddish de Rabbanan is very similar. There's just 2 added lines. So if you wanted me to tape that for you, I will tape that as well. I'll send it out. So if anybody's shul does that and you want that, you have that. And if you need a little one-on-one, let me know. Okay.
Thank you.
What pages? Do you know what page that's on, Lymor?
The Kaddish de Rabbanan is before all the Psalms. So hold
Oh.
on. It's usually at the very beginning. It is in this big one on page 20.
I think it's 30, page 30 and let's.
Got 30 in yours, okay?
Yeah, so-
And if you're following along on this, I have to find it.
Yeah, we've done this too.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so you're adding in,
What page is it on the
I'm looking, I'm
printout?
looking,
Lev
I'm-
Shalom, it's on page 30.
I'm flipping through the printout,
We
hold on,
don't have.
flipping
page-
through it. It's, flipping through, give me a second. Morning service, Kaddish Rabbanan, it says page 71, so let's see if that's true. Page 70.
Why is there a couple of extra lines? What was the reason?
So the Kaddish Rabbanan is a Kaddish you say after
We don't have
you
page 71.
read a text.
Oh.
So hold on, I'm just trying to find it on this page here for them. 71. Oh, they skipped 71 when they printed it out. Go figure. I'll have to find a better copy for next week. Okay. So all you're just adding you're adding this. Heavenly Father, grant lasting peace to our people and their leaders and our teachers and their disciples who engage in the study of Torah in this land and all of their lands. Let there be grace and kindness, compassion and love for them and us all. Grant us fullness, life, and sustenance. So the Kaddish Rabbanan is something you say after you read a text,
I don't have.
right? So after you do a bunch of these Psalms, then you say Kaddish Rabbanan, then you say another few Psalms and you say the mourner's Kaddish, right? So some shuls will say it and give a chance to say more, to give a chance for the mourners to say Kaddish more. And so that's the reason for that. If you notice, rabbis will always stand up and say mourner's Kaddish,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So the Kaddish Rabbanan for them is a special praise to God that they say after they've studied something. So it's a different purpose than that. So, okay. So now let's go to the blessings for when you get called up to the Torah.
What page?
So in the big Siddur, it's page 400. I'm going to go back and see what page it's here. In this one,
Page 172 in the Lev Shalom.
Lev Shalem. Okay,
Shalem.
good. Now I'm going to
Thank
go
you.
through, let's see here. Shacharit for festivals, Hallel. Ha, here we go. Hold on.
No, it's,
Page 142 on the printout that if you have the printout or the thing that the online link. Okay.
wait a second.
I'm volunteering to start.
Are you? Okay. Sandra, are you with us now on that page?
142. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Terry, you do the first blessing.
Baruch Adonai Hamavarach.
Perfect. Sarai, you want to do the next one
Where the congregation responds,
where the congregation responds?
Baruch Adonai Hamvarak Leolam Va'ed.
Perfect. All right. Who's next? Lila.
Okay, you want me to read where it says congregant continues?
Yeah, that whole thing.
Okay. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Barach Banu Mikor
Bahar Banu,
Banu, Ha'amim, Vanach, Vanatan,
mhm,
Lanu, Et Torato, Baruch Ata Adonai, Notain HaTorah.
beautiful. All right. Gail, yeah, Claire, question?
No, I'm getting called to the Torah on this Shabbos.
Yes.
So I really want to do this one.
Yeah.
Can I do this last part? Because I
Go on
always
after the
stumble.
bracha, sure, go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet hayei olam nata tohenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Yes. Now, Claire,
Yes.
you have my recording from last time. If you wanted to learn the melody also. So if you're up for that, I will send it out again with this week's recap, okay?
Okay.
So I do a recap after every class with what we covered, any recordings, that sort of thing. So if you miss a class for any reason, they're always recorded. And at the end of this class, I'm going to show you how to get them off the website.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Friday night Kiddush, which is a longer Kiddush. If you're in the big book, it's page 726. Now, the question is it in the
Printout.
is it in the printout? Hold on one second. If not, I'm gonna find it and just put it up. I'm gonna just put it up on the screen. Let me see if I can find a good one. Okay, I found one. Okay, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. So give me a second here. So if you can't find it in the Siddur, okay, we have it up on the screen here. Is this big enough for everyone? Okay.
Do you know what page it's on in Love Shalom? Anybody?
And it's gonna be wherever look for home rituals Friday night or something in the table of contents.
Okay, thanks.
It's, and I'll be honest, when I say Kiddush Friday night, I do it from a bencher in my house. I don't really open up the Siddur. But my brother likes to open up the Siddur. Like he feels like, so everybody's got their own thing. So it should say something like Friday evening, what is this under in here? It's called Kiddush for Shabbat evening, but the section it's in is kind of in the back of the book, and it's called
Page 79 in the
okay,
Shalom.
79.
Kiddush for festival evenings.
No,
Is there
it's Kiddush for Friday night, I think.
Is there a Friday night one?
There is, I just can't find it. I know there is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in there.
Says festivals at home. Oh, 76. Let's try that.
What?
Yes, Kiddush for Shabbat evening, Lev Shalem, page 76.
Oh, hooray.
Oh, you took it off.
I
Yeah.
know. I was looking up Lev Shalem. I'm going to put it back on in 1 second.
We have it. She's right.
Kiddush for
Sharon's
Shabbat.
right.
Good.
Okay.
But now I'm frozen. Hold on 1 second. My Google's freezing. Rah! Let me go back into Google. Close. Okay. Let me go back into my Google and pull it up. This. There it is. Make it bigger, and I'm going to share it. Okay. Where did Zoom go now? Nope, I don't want you. Where's Zoom? Oh, there's Zoom. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, now it's up on the screen. Can everybody see it up on the screen too?
Mhm.
Okay,
Cut off. It's cut off.
it's cut off. Okay, so I'll make it smaller. Better?
Yeah, but the first word is missing. Vayahi is missing.
Okay. Better?
Well.
Yeah,
only
Vayahi
part of
is
it.
Yeah,
on
it's
there.
there.
It's
Okay.
there.
Vayahi is
But
on
I
there.
could
there.
see
You
that.
need
I
to
could
move, if you
I
might need to move your Zoom, like the strip with all the people on it, you might need to move that to the other side.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it's just the one word. I think the rest of
Mhm.
it, yeah, everything else.
So,
is-
now, there it is.
Yeah, it's all on there. It
Oh,
seems
okay.
like it's all on there.
Okay. Okay, so. Okay, let's go based on what I have up on the screen. And let's start with Gail. Why don't you do the first line there up to Shichi?
Which one?
Vayahi.
Vayahi?
Vayehi.
Vayahi,
Yeah. Arab.
I'm not Erev Vayahi, V'her Ker Yom
Oh,
Hashishi.
okay, take it in syllables. Vayehi,
Vayehi.
vo, care,
Oh, say it again, the second one.
vo, care,
Vo what?
vo, care,
Care, not ret. Where are?
right?
Oh, I see it. You're in the second one. Vo care Yom Hashishi.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Next line, Sharon.
Vayakulu.
Sharon, are you muted, Sharon? No, you're not.
Oh, I'm not,
Sharon, can you do the second line?
I don't know, let me see.
All right, try it.
But. Is the second line
Vayehulu.
Vayakulu.
by,
Hashemayan.
I'm in the wrong spot, I think. By Hulu, Hashamayim, Vaha, Aretz, Vika, Vikal, Zika, Kaam,
Sevaam.
Tsavaam,
Yes.
Vakal, Elohim,
Vechol Sevaam. So that goes like this. Vayehulu Hashamayim Vehaaretz Vechol Sevaam. Okay, Sandra, you want to try the next line?
Okay. Vayakula. Vayakul Elohim. Vayom Hashvi'i. Malakto. Asher Asa.
Perfect.
Vayishbot. Vayom Hashvi'i. Mikol Malakto. Asher Asa.
Beautiful. All right, Terry, you want to try the next line?
Yeah, yes, I will, but in my book in Sim Shalom, the lines don't correspond.
They're different. I
Yeah,
know. Just keep going until the period or the or a comma, and then you can stop.
okay.
Okay.
So she just finished on
Asha.
Asher
Asa.
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 So in Sim Shalom, it's like the third line, middle of the line.
Yovarek,
Vayevarech.
Vira,
Vayevarech.
Vayevarech. Varem.
No,
Elohim. Et. Yom. Hashvi'i. Via ka via Kadesh.
Yes, that's a hard word. That one, I'm just gonna stop you right there for 1 second. The yud with the shva is in the middle of the word, right? So that to
Yeah.
us is the syllable stopper. We don't say anything. So it's really, the syllables are vai, kadesh. So if you put it together, it's vai kadesh. So it almost sounds like you're putting an E under the yud, right? Vai kadesh, because you're pronouncing the yud. Does that make sense? I can
Yeah.
see you, so nod if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, good, good, good. So it's Vaikadesh. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. So start at the next word after Vaikadesh, Terry. Sorry about that.
Ato.
Oto.
Oto. Couldn't decide whether that was really a dot over there or not. Love
It
it.
is.
Ato.
Yeah, it's very thin in the book. You're right.
Ki
Okay.
or B.
Yep, key.
Ki. Hivo. Shavat.
Yes.
Mikol. Malakto. Asher. Bara. Elohim. Laasot.
La'asot. Perfect. All right. Very hard one. So good. Good job.
Thank you.
Claire.
Baru ata Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam borei pri hagafen. Baru
Oh,
ata Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddushenu
Kiddishanu.
deshanu b'mitzvotan.
Okay, remember the one that here is, let me give you this word here. There is an exception to the rule that we learned that says, when this O vowel, the one with the vav with the dot on top of it, when that vowel comes after a shva, you pronounce it with the vav. So this is be meets vo tav. It's an exception to the rule when there's an O vowel and the shva precedes it, you add vo, right? It's the only vowel that it happens with. It's the only combination it happens with, but it's when there's a shva with the vav and the dot on top after it, it's pronounced vo. So this is be meets vo.
ah,
Yep. Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
Mitzvotan ve'ratza banu ve'shabbat kadsho
Yeah, that's going to be code show.
kodsho
Uh-huh.
be'ahava uvratzon hinelenu.
Okay. So that word, let's do it syllable by syllable. The first two letters, hin,
Hin
chi, la,
la nu.
nu. Hinchilanu.
Nu. Inhilanu. Zikaron. Lema ase. Sheep.
You got it. Okay, good. All right, Sharon, next line to the
Exhausted.
period. It
Okay,
was a lot.
all right. He who yom, Hakila,
Yes,
Ba, Mikra,
uh-huh.
Kadesh, Kadosh, Kodesh,
Kodesh, uh-huh.
Kodesh, Zikir, Litzat,
Okay, let's take that one. Li, si, at.
Litzat, Mitzrayim.
Yes. Okay. Sandra, you want to do the next one?
Yeah. Kibanu Bhapta Viotanu Kadashta.
Ki
Mikol.
dashta,
Pardon me?
ki dashta,
Hidashta Mikol Ha'amim. B'Shabbat Kadisha Ba'aba Uvratzon Hin Hal Tanu Baruch Atodonoi Mikadesh Shabbat.
you got it. All right. So, it's a lot. Like Claire said, she's exhausted right, from it. And it's a lot, but I will do it. I will record it probably tomorrow. So you'll probably get 2 emails, one tonight, one tomorrow, because I don't think all the recordings will fit on one email anyway. I'll say it and then I will sing it with the melody that we have, and I will sing it slowly so you could sing along with it, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Questions? I'm going to stop the share for now so I could see your faces. Any questions? It was a lot of review. Some of it we did some of it we did fully last semester. Some we didn't, like Friday Night Kiddush. We just kind of did the Borei Pri Hagafen part. This is a little bit more. But I wanted to start us off with some basics that we all know, and we wanted to know going in, leaving the class last semester. No questions. Question, Claire.
I think my problem is that in my mind, and when I say it myself and I sing along or whatever, sounds good. When it comes out of I find I stumble. And how do I get that? It's like,
Right. So here's a good trick. The trick is you've practiced it a few times, like you're going to do your bracha for the Aliyah this week. Record yourself. Listen to yourself afterwards and follow along and say, oh, I didn't say that. Here's what I said. Do it a few times, record it again, right? So if one line gives you trouble, just do that line. Read it a few times, review it a few times, record it, listen to it, go back on it. That's how I would do it.
okay.
I think that's good. And Claire, if you want to find some time this week for you and I to go over the bracha so that you're good with that, I'll make some time. Okay.
Thank you.
So I'll send the recording tonight. The recording from I have it from last semester, so I'll just send it and go over it, and then text me or call me during the week and we'll set up a good time. Okay.
Great.
Okay. So the way that I'm going to structure the class going forward is the curriculum for this semester is Shabbat morning. right? To learn the Shabbat morning stuff. So since, I'm gonna guess that not everybody gets there for Pesukei de Zimra at 9 o'clock or 9:15. I was thinking one of my tricks when I read Torah is I actually start learning it from the end and I go backwards, because that way my first part of the Torah reading is not as smooth, but my end is smooth and people remember the last part, right? It's like when you go to a wedding, all you remember is the food, right? Because that's what you did. So I think, but because we do tend to come later to shul, I think we are going to start at the back, right? So we'll start with, let me see what I kind of wrote down as a mini curriculum. We'll start with Adon Olam Aleinu Ein Keloheinu. We'll do the blessings for the Amida and the Kedusha. We'll go back and do the Torah service. We'll take a little break in the middle to learn the Hanukkah blessings. We'll do the Shema through the Amidah. We'll do some of the like Baruch Hu and El Adon and Shochen Ad and that sort of thing. And then if we want to do Pesukei de Zimra, we have more time. We have 5 more classes probably, and we can do that. Or we can do what we did last year. We're done with this part of the curriculum. What do you guys want to do? Right. And we could just do that. So that's kind of how I'm going to structure it. I will make sure I give you page numbers and all of that before class so that we're all on the same page. Today we weren't, but now I know which Sidurim we're using. So I can give you guys all the Sidurim pages beforehand in an email so that we have them. We could just flip to them when we're ready and put some, little sticky tabs so we're ready for it and all that. Okay.
Mhm.
Any other questions, comments, anything?
Thank you very much.
I feel very rusty, but I'm going to start working.
That's fine. Here's a
I feel
question.
rusty.
Here's a question I have for you. When you were at synagogue for high holidays, compared to other years, did you feel a little bit more like, okay, I could follow along? Okay, you can't follow every word because they go so fast, but I could follow along, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Much better job of following along.
So the time that you spent last semester was a help in itself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Good, good. Okay.
Especially some of the letters that I get confused. And then as I'm reading, I start recognizing them and I'm not stumbling over those letters. Of course, there are other things, and that I find while I was in the synagogue, I did find that easier.
Good. Okay, good.
That made a big difference.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I would say
All right.
that.
Glad
too
you're
for
going
last
to
year.
share the page numbers because then I'll print those pages out. I was having a little trouble with the fine print.
Right.
Yeah, so thank you.
All right. So Sarah, if you have a Sidur, it's probably easier for you to get a Sidur. So if you, I don't know where you go to synagogue, but if you wanted to ask your rabbi to borrow a Sidur for the semester, I'm sure he would let you, or she would let you.
Yes.
That might be a better route because if you're working out of the Sidur that you are in every week at synagogue, it's going to make you more comfortable. And that's the idea, is to make you more comfortable when you go to synagogue on Shabbat mornings.
Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to actually get the Siddur Lev. Is it the Siddur Lev?
Yeah, you can
That's
buy that
right.
online if you want, or your synagogue may have them to buy. I don't know. I mean, like
Yeah,
I said,
you may be able to get it cheaper through your temple or synagogue.
exactly.
Okay.
So it's
Okay,
worth
thank
asking, because we got a discount on ours.
There you go. So yeah, so ask the rabbi,
I
if you
will.
borrow one, or B, if you can buy one. Or even just call up the office.
Okay.
But yeah, let them know you're taking this women's league class, blah, blah, blah. They'll let you borrow it. And then if you want to buy one, you can always buy one.
Okay. I go to it's Temple Emmanuel, Palm Beaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your rabbi?
Michael Resnick.
Okay, I don't know him, but that doesn't mean anything.
Actually, I think now with all the virtual services, it's nice to have your own because then you can
Yes.
follow the virtual service too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I tend to go to,
I
I've been going to
purchased-
virtual services to different places and it's been really useful.
Isn't that nice?
I get to go to one that I grew up in.
Oh,
And I've been going to one in New York that's amazing.
there you
And I
go.
go to ours, which are not so amazing. So that's why I started going elsewhere.
There you go. Well, that's how I got involved in Women's League, is that my father passed away, Gail, right when we shut down for the pandemic. So I got to bury him and I got to have Shiva. And then I was saying Kaddish online. And I wasn't feeling very fulfilled. And I talked to a good friend of mine who happens to be the director of Women's League. And she said, you should come on every day. We have at noon, we have this we say a couple of, we're learning the Psalms, we say Kaddish and da 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 da. So I started coming on, and that was much more fulfilling for me. And then of course, as I was coming on every day to say Kaddish for my dad, I got more and more involved. And my dear friend, Rabbi Ellen, roped me into many different things to do there.
So I'm president of our sisterhood and I have been for 4 years. I'm also a social worker and I went from 2 days a week to shutting my office to 7 days a week for the pandemic. The blessing with my dad, because our current rabbi's services have not cut it for many of us, is the rabbi who did his eulogy in Michigan that we went to. We were finally allowed to go because I have not been allowed to go to services. I can go online and even though it's reform and I go conservative, it's still, I like the rabbi.
Yeah,
He's personable. I know who he is.
there you go.
Do you know what I mean? And then I've been going to Central in New York, another reform, because they're just fabulous. They sing
I have a
everything.
bat mitzvah there on November 11th. I have never been there. I'm very excited to be going to the Central Synagogue. I don't know if the chief rabbi will be there, but I'm looking forward to going.
She's usually there, and I have to say the sermons there I go back and listen to, because you can go the last 2 weeks, are just well worth it.
I
They're
heard
very
they're
diverse.
wonderful. I heard they're wonderful.
They're amazing. I have to say that they speak to what's happening in today's world, which for me is a big deal. And what I was going to say, for me,
And that's Central Synagogue?
yes, it's amazing. When my dad died, the loss for me is that we couldn't do Shiva in a group, except in Michigan. And because I didn't want this particular rabbi who's leaving in my home, and my husband was very clear because she would put me at risk physically, actually. It was a big loss and I was shocked at what
Yeah,
a
it's
difference.
hard.
Well, we're lucky that we all get to
So
do
just
things like this.
just know that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, they still have the Women's League service at noon.
They do.
So, so if you wanted to get on that, I could definitely send you the link for that. And like I said, they learn a piece of Talmud or a piece of something. Fridays, it's Dvar Torah from one of the lay leaders will do a Dvar Torah. And it's nice. And they do Kaddish and that sort of thing. So it's very nice. So,
And if you join
Nice.
Women's League on Facebook, you can go back and see it later.
yes, you can.
No, I'm just saying
I
I've
know.
done that
I've
also.
taught on there several times, so I try not to go
No,
back. and
I would say that the gift the pandemic gave us is that I get to
Yes.
meet all these people like all of you in other places that I would never have had that option.
Yes. And I mean, that's the good thing, all of our programs. So let me go. And if you have to go, then please do. I'm just going to show you how to get our classes online.
Okay.
If you need to get the class recordings. So let me find here we go. Okay. So if you go on to Women's League, so if you just type in WLCJ on your computer, right? Hopefully the first thing that comes up is this Women's League for Conservative Judaism link.
Yep.
You go on there. Now, if you've never logged on here before, when you click login, it's gonna say forgot to reset password. And that's where you go on. You'll register, you'll get your email, the same email that you used when you registered with Sisterhood. If you don't know what that is, here's the email, media@WLCJ. Razel Kessler will help get you in.
Fabulous.
Once you're in, go to download member materials. And then it gives you lots of stuff. So
Oh.
first of all, if you want to go to any of these, Makum B'Yachad is that thing on the Tuesday,
Yeah,
Wednesday,
that's on
Friday.
Facebook too.
Right. And education will have programs there. But here's where you go. Hebrew classes. You go to this semester, which is where fall semester, and you go to advanced beginner. I'm not in there yet because we just started. But for example, if you were to go to my beginner class, you go to my name and you go to the recording of that week, and it will just start recording. It will just start showing you. And I believe that if you go into the spring if you go into the spring semester, into the beginner class, you can go and review. Oh, and here are the Kiddush recording. Is this Kiddush or Kaddish? This is Kiddush.
Kiddush.
This is the Kiddush. I had it posted. So if you want to go, so I won't post it because it's right here. It's in the spring semester in the beginner class, but it's right there. Okay. And I always say, if there's a concept, I mean, I say this to the beginners, but if there's a concept that I teach and you don't quite get it, you can go on here and listen to somebody else's class and listen to it. I won't be offended. You know, I'm doing this as a volunteer. I'm doing this, you know, to help. And if I'm not helping you, then use a resource to go and get your help. But if you go on to education, by the way, there's lots of stuff here that you can go on and look at. I run the sustainability. I'm one of the sustainability co-chairs. So we've got a couple of programs on there that are great. Yeah, so there's lots of, the mishpacha is a great thing. I just went to this a couple weeks ago, how to best support a loved one facing cancer. I mean, there's just a lot of great things on here. Jews in comedy, Jews in film, so it's not all heavy. And yeah.
A lot of the
so-
education things are very good. I would agree.
Yeah. So peruse through there, and when you have time, listen to them. They're usually about an hour long. And that's that. So there's lots of great things on there. So
Lymor, do you know a Karen Weiner?
yeah.
She's a good friend of mine. We go to the same synagogue. So I told her I was taking classes with you. And she said, well, I know her. Say, she goes on a lot. She's very involved.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, good. All right, ladies, I have to go because now I have to drive home, like I said.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you'll get an email from me tonight, and you'll get
Be
another
safe.
one tomorrow. And I will see
Thank
you next
you.
week. All
Thank
right,
you very
bye.
much,
Bye.
Lymor.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.